Good morning, Dr. Nilanjan, and good morning all the faculties, Jayashree, Moyur, Saurav, Jayanta, and I'm proud to be here. And good morning to the all participants. Since the topic assigned to me is more or less a motivational topic, a holistic concept, so I would prefer to go straight to you, direct from my heart, what you call direct dil se, and rather than sharing my slides. The question in front of me, the put in front of me is how to remove the mental block for this year, how to culture and attitude for it. I would like to say in answer that attitude is a mindset. Now, what is mind? Is it a camera? Yes, it is very much like a digital camera. We keep on taking photographs every moment, keep on deleting them. Some of them we preserve in the form of our memory. Is it a magnifying glass? Yes, very much. Because by human nature, we like to magnify the things which appeal to us, which attract us. And unfortunately, by human nature, the negatives appeal to us more than the positives. But can it be a binocular? Yes, it can and it should be. Because if we make it a binocular and look at the positives, through the ocular straight, then it will come towards us and be magnified. And if we reverse the ocular and look at the negative, then it will be receding back and get minified. So it is the best practical way to make one's mindset a positive one, because perception is a complicated process of viewing and interpreting, and it's a mental dynamic process. And positive attitude is very much important because it tips in favor of creativity over boredom, joy over sadness, hope over futility, and most importantly, a sense of responsibility over a sense of burden. The most important thing we have to realize that we have taken the oath to relieve the patient's suffering, and here is the patient who has come to with some problem to us, and it is within our capability to relieve him or her, and all we need to do is to compose our mindset. Complications will be there, just like the fish bone stuck in the non-vegetarian people who relishes on the fish delicacies. But it doesn't make the person leave the fish delicacies forever. Similarly, but it will not happen to a vegetarian who doesn't take any enjoyment in fish delicacies. Similarly, an ophthalmic surgeon will, if out of fear of complications leaves the surgery, then it is just like that. He will never have the contentment of having the taste of fulfilling his oath, and he will not do the surgery when the surgery was the only recluse. Since Toti in 1904 described this procedure, the dacrocystal has remained the gold standard in treatment of adult epiphora, but even after 115, in fact, it is 117 years, it continues to repulse the ophthalmic surgeons. This year is still termed fearsome, messy, dangerous, frustrating, and non-productive, which is described in the abstract of this IC. Now, why these adjectives? The first three adjectives, I have told, that fearsome, messy, dangerous, these adjectives are because of our ignorance of the surgical anatomy and reluctance to acquire the refinement. In short, it is our reluctance to remove the mental block by altering our perception with a positive mindset. We can very well remove these adjectives by a proper knowledge of the operation site, as Dr. Joyashree has mentioned, of proper preoperative evaluation and selection, and preoperative and postoperative decongestion. Most of the Mayur has already mentioned already. The proper pre-medication and preferably applying microscopic precision in surgery, because it is the microscope which allows us to precisely see and cut rather than to guess and cut. Then the fourth adjective, why frustrating? It is because of the failures. In our previous, all the reviews, even I have got one publication on that, failures of this year. We have seen that it is because of the closure of the osteotomy site, granulation tissue or fibrous tissue growth in the flap anastomosis, obstruction in the common canaliculus, and SUM syndrome, that is the anastomotic flap sagging on the osteotomy. How to remove this adjective is very important that we learn it from a experienced surgeon. Just like that, you imagine singing Muhammad Rafi or Lata Mangeshkar or Mukesh, Kishore Kumar. You can sing from YouTube, learning from the YouTube, but you cannot sing a Khayal or Thungri from YouTube. You have to get a guru. Similarly, for the intricate surgeries like this, you need a guru from whom you will at least 25 to 30 surgeries you will observe and learn the tips and tricks. We have to identify the scar-prone conditions. There are several conditions who have got exuberance of scarring. That these are repeated acute dacryocystitis, lacrimal abscess, lacrimal fistula, post-irradiation, post-traumatic, and repeatedly, previously failed this year. We have to identify them and go for the adjuvants like silastic stents and intubation or use of antimetabolites. We have to create a large ostium. Now, Lindbergh and Associates, they have already given a very huge series where a 10 millimeter ostium comes down to 1.6 millimeter at the end of 6 months. Now, if we make it 14 by 12 or 14 by 11 millimeter ostium, at the end of 6 months, we will at least have 2 millimeter ostium, and that is sufficient because it will continue for the life. We have to curate the ostium margin thoroughly to remove all the osteophytes which are responsible for the ostium closure. We have to anchor the flaps to the undersurface of the medial purpura ligament, orbicularis, and periosteum to prevent the SUM syndrome. And we have to keep the probe intact in the tract, till the suturing ends, because that inadvertently we may cause a stricture in the common canalicular end. But two important things I would like to say. One, be prepared to give the time the case demands. And number two, the mantra, always go by the mantra what I am chanting over and over again and again in almost all the AIOC in the last 10 to 15 years. This year, the easier, the better. Now, what is the last one? It was the non-productive. Now, why non-productive? Yes, definitely. When we can finish a DCR by 45 minutes to 1 hour, and we can finish a cataract surgery by 5 to 7 minutes, and cataract surgery fetches us 28 to 30,000 and DCR fetches us 15 to 20,000. Definitely, this is a factor why many of the surgeons are repulsed from this non-productive issue, but depends on the priority, whether our priority is earning per minute or on relieving our patients. It definitely, the decision and choice is yours. Now, somebody has to shoulder the responsibility. It's a problem everybody encounters in the day-to-day practice. And it's a problem anybody can solve. But that anybody always thinks that somebody will do it, and ultimately nobody does it. So please, no more this everybody, anybody, somebody, nobody game. And start and do not leave. Start and do not leave doing this year. That's my thanking conclusion. Thank you.